Hi, I'm Amanda from Flo. Flo Forward is our legal career platform that specializes in helping law students navigate law firm recruiting. Flo is the only platform that offers solutions for all three sides of the recruiting market, bringing together students, law schools, and law firms in one connected ecosystem. Because of this unique ecosystem, you get access to more opportunities, easier application tracking, and it's all in one streamlined experience. We are connected to over 140 leading law firms, which means you are connected to over 140 leading law firms, from boutique to big law. We have more than 73% of the Vault 100 firms. Flow Forward brings everything you need for law firm recruiting into one platform and all of your recruiting activities into one dashboard. We provide a wealth of information to help you navigate your legal recruiting journey into one central place. You can think of us like your personal recruiting calendar. You can manage anything from researching law firms to recruiting events, interview schedules, applications, and you can even manage it all on that one dashboard. So let's get started. You can create your free account by scanning the QR code or visit flowforward.com. As you do so, I would like to go over a few tips. Please use your law school email. This is how we verify you are going to the law school you have indicated. If we can verify that information, we can also show you targeted events from law firms, which we will go over shortly. Please add your graduation year. This is important so we can show you the proper jobs on your job board, which we will also visit in a minute. And most importantly, if you're using any other emails for your recruiting activities, please add it to your dashboard. This ensures that you have one location to store all of your information, all of your recruiting activities, instead of two dashboards to navigate. Now let's go to Forward. So this is what Flow Forward looked like. This is the page you'll be dropped into once you log in. Here's where you're going to see all of your interviews and events, and it will be you'll have a little like pill identifier flag thing here that'll say interview or event. And if they're virtual, you'll have the option to join them from right here. It'll just pop up and be like, it's time to join your interview. Here you go. On the left side, you'll also see access to our recruiting tracker, which we'll go through in a minute. And then these are the job application trackers. So you'll be able to see all of the jobs that you've applied to. Now, if you've already signed up for a Flow account through a firm or like you went to an event or something and you signed up that way, you may not have captured all of the information that we need. So if you're not seeing events or jobs, I want you to click on this little gear thing here next to your picture and scroll down to add education or edit your education with the three dots. When you do this, you'll be able to add all of this information here so that we have a complete picture of what school you go to and we can show you the right events and what year you graduated so we can show you the right jobs. We're not going to blast you with every single job that's available. We'll just show you all the jobs for you because they target by class year. This is the section here where you can also add your additional emails. If you've signed up for any recruiting events using an alternate email, you can add it here and it'll bring everything onto this one dashboard. Now I want to go into our firm profiles. So we have profiles for all of the AmLaw 200. Some of them are a little more filled out than others, so I want to go through that. I do want to let you know we can we can filter by location, and you can search for specific firms or any other criteria you're looking for. And right now I'll go into Wild's account. So their firm profile, it's kind of set up like most. The top part is just a little bit about them. It gives you a little bit of firm highlights on associates, partners, where they're located, and you can join any of their social channels or go to their website. Um, then any events or any jobs that they're hosting, they're going to show up right here. So you'll see if they have anything going on. Scrolling down a bit further, you're going to see their summer program information, and this is where you're going to learn a lot about your summer program with them. And I highly recommend checking this out for as many firms as possible that you're interested in. It's this section here where it says if you're hired into a practice area, or it'll say summer associate, do they get assigned to a practice area? If you're not sure what you want to do and you want to try out multiple things, this rotational program here is kind of what you're looking for. And also the not getting assigned to a practice area, that would be something you'd be interested in. Um, and then to dive even more into the details, you can also see the summer associates by office, how many go into each location. So if you're wanting to go to a specific city, and let's say you're interested in Miami, like maybe this isn't the firm for you, or if you're going to New York, maybe it is the firm for you. But it's just one thing that we like to point out in case you have a specific city in mind. If you're open to everything, then that's even better. Summer practices by office is also a great way to see, like, if you're looking at a specific city, if that office in that city even does the practice you're interested in. So this is more breakdown of what you can get. And both of these are exportable to CSV. Scrolling down a bit further, we have more information around practice area of the overall firm. What are they doing as a whole? So this isn't just broken down by the summer associate program. This is everybody. And you can see some information here, as well as in this top little pop out where we have more information here. And again, this is also exportable. Scrolling down further, you can go into the inclusion and community information along with pro bono work. This also has more details you can break out if you'd like, export it. If you're trying to do a comparison of multiple firms, that's pretty helpful. And then scrolling down even further, there's usually like, what's the life like at this firm overall? And so this would be this section here. Now we're going to scroll back up and go to events. So this is a list of all the events that are happening right now. So our event board is pretty cool because it takes all of the firms nationwide and brings them all onto one event board. So you're not having to go to every firm's website and dig through and see if there's an event going on. Now these events are for our client firms and for your law school, so they can all post right here. One thing I do want to mention is that a lot of firms can target your specific school. So if you, again, add your email address for your school on there, then you will be able to receive those targeted or see those targeted events. Um, and right now, I think my school is set up as Vanderbilt, so I'll just show you. So this is what it would look like if they are targeted. And then you can see like the specific location where it's going to be at and all of that stuff. Once you register for an event, you can either register for it right here, it'll pop out, or you can click in and register for it. Either way is fine. Once you register, it will show up here on your dashboard. Now let's go into jobs. So you're going to see a whole slew of like 1L and 2L jobs all at the same time. And this is, I'm glad these popped up this way to show you. Not all of them are very clear. They might just say 2L or 1L. Just so you know, both of those are for you. If your grad year is filled in, then they will be for you. It'll just be the 2L summer program for 2027. But you can look at those here. And so some firms will use our ATS system and some don't. If they don't, then it's going to look like this where you can apply on firm website. And I'll click into the job so you can see it. So this is what the job posting will look like. When you click apply, you'll be directed to their website. So you don't have to worry about searching for them and finding the job. You'll just be taken straight there. When you go back to your profile or back to forward, you can mark, yes, I applied. And when you do that, it's going to show directly on your dashboard that, yes, I applied for this job right here. So this is our application tracker. This is actually a really great way to kind of keep everything in one place. So you don't have to have a spreadsheet or sticky notes or voice memos or whatever people are using these days. But it's just an easy way to kind of keep track of everything that you've applied to through Forward. And everything that you've applied to through Forward will be on here. And then I want to show you one for someone who does use our ATS. So for any ATS firms, this is what the job posting will look like. And notice it doesn't say apply on firm website, it just says apply now. So when you do that, you get a quick pop out and then you can enter all your information here. And then it has required candidate docs. These are not all the same. So some firms require more, some firms require less. So just be on the lookout for that. All right. And One last thing I want to pull up, I know we only have 3 minutes left, is our recruiting tracker. You can access that through your dashboard. The recruiting tracker is actually publicly accessible to all. We don't require any kind of login for it. We want to keep it available to everyone, which is why it's not inside of your account. We want everyone to have access just for purposes of transparency. Um, but the recruiting tracker is a really helpful tool. So it shows all jobs that are going to be open in the future. It's the same jobs that are available on your job board. So once they are posted, they will show up on the job board. But we like to have kind of this forward-looking view or somewhat future-looking view into what's going to be available so that y'all have time to prepare. I know it takes a lot of research and effort into putting your applications and resumes and everything together for specific firms. And so if a firm lets us know, or actually this is all 100 plus attorney firms, we scrape the web for these. So we'll post them on there as soon as we know they're available. And then we will also add that open date. I'm trying to scroll to ones that aren't open yet to show you. There's so many. Okay, so if they're not open yet, you'll see that the apply button is grayed out, and that's just because it's not ready. But when it is ready, it will be available, like this guy here. Um, it'll take you directly to Forward. So you're not having to like choose, hey, do I need to apply to the recruiting tracker or do I go to my Forward dashboard? Like, where do I go? Everything's going to redirect you right here to apply. So you don't have to worry about which location you go to. Yeah, so they're both here. This is just the forward-looking view of what's gonna happen. And then in here, this is just the view of what is now, what's available now. So I know that was a lot to take in. So if you have any questions, please reach out to Caitlin or myself, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for your time today, and I truly appreciate you joining us. Have a wonderful day.